edition of Zee Business Brand Excellence Awards 2012, a mark of distinction in many ways. In a hyperactive environment and a world that is so complicated, how do these awards stand out this evening? What will make them so distinctly appealing to the audiences and the viewers who are watching this program on Zee Business? Ladies and gentlemen, the 21st edition of World Brand Congress focuses its energies on talking about brand reputation, on how do brands suddenly disappear and sink under the sand, and those that have spent millions of dollars or investment in terms of resources to make them to the position of iconization as it is. In my own country, I've seen many brands disappear in the last decade. The symbol of brand excellence is only belief in the metamorphic rise of those brands that consumers passionately observe with each other. What will make it so distinct? In this very hyperactive work of brand building, we forget the smallest of the smallest things. Think about it. The planet Earth, what will it look like in a decade from now? The Mother Earth, how will it look like? The climatic changes, how will they influence? What will impact the business so rigorously as is never before? Ladies and gentlemen, my friend in Australia touched me when he made this film called Earth Hour. He discovered my passion when I walked up to the United Nations office in Europe and told them, I am an Indian. I am passionate about corporate social responsibility and sustainability. I'm very passionate about the way in which the business encounters itself with a perpetual growth and an entity of infinite possession. Can you help me make the World CSR Day happen? I meet this young man who in his mid-30s says, I'm doing the same work you're doing, let's unite together. I'm happy to present to you the work of my friend from Australia, which you all know so very well, Earth Hour. If you like it, please express it. We can all make a difference, and we are distinctly believed to make a difference. We are born to make a difference, we are born to lead. That's what the Brand Excellence Awards stand for, leaders who believe in making a difference. I'm going to take you to the story of one individual who, with his own might, wrote a book on branding a state, a part of geography that he was very passionate about. His passion led him to believe that he has to stand out through his efforts in making his geography very distinct. But before I announce on the name of the individual and the release of the book today, I have the singular privilege of getting two wonderful friends on stage. Somebody without whom I can't imagine this event, Honorable Neil May. May I get you on stage? This evening, ladies and gentlemen, Executive Director, CMO Council, Honorable Neil. Good to have you. Joining Donovan on stage is somebody whose presentation made our mindsets change. When he presented on the theme this morning, he spoke about how outrageous it can be when brands don't know that they're spending millions of dollars but they can't protect the image of what they're trying to do. May I please invite you, Dr. David Forbes, to please step up on stage and do us this first set of honors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. David Forbes. From the global world to a world of geography, one man decided to make a distinct difference by just his writings. His passion led him to believe that the brand Odisha, a state in the east of this country, could actually make so much of a difference to the rest of India. May I please invite the brilliantly talented Saugata Mitra, Dr.Saugata Mitra, on the release of his book. When people have this distinct ability to make a difference. I have a few friends who believe in the value of what I'm doing. Their belief has led me to understand, to keep going, and to march ahead. May I please invite Dr. Arvind Malik, Dr. Tarika Shankar, Dr. Alok Bharadwaj, and Nita Kapoor on stage for this part of the program. It couldn't be better to show to you what we're trying to do. Ladies and gentlemen, the author will present this book for release this evening, and then I will request others to say a few words. The first part of the program, ladies and gentlemen. All right, to you lovely people, if you get together and release this book, it will be his honor. Ladies and gentlemen, the release of the book. Such wonderful occasion. First to the author, to you, sir, to say a few words about the book.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's really a privilege and honor that this book is being released at this platform, the World Brand Congress. I'm really thankful to all of you, Dr. Bhatia, for this honor and privilege. Since it is the World Brand Congress and the book is on branding, I assure you, all the marketeers and the brand professionals, that your Bible, Philip Kotler's book, has been referred to, and all the 5 P's have been used while writing the book. As whenever we do not use the 5 P's for any marketing book, the marketers generally try to trash the book. So that's the first assurance that all the Bible of the marketing has been used while writing this book. It was about 2 years back that a book was released on this platform, the World HRD Congress on Leadership India, and released by the visionary Narayan Murthy. Post that, I thought of writing a book, and it came to my mind that I belong to a state which is always trashed by media for certain wrong reasons. And that led to a research, and that led to a decision that what is it that state has that can be positioned or that can have a positive angle. And my research showed that it is one of the oldest civilizations, older than Greek and the Chinese civilization. Ashoka, the great ruler, turned from a violent ruler to a man of non-violence, a person of peace. In the literature, art, culture, it was very much ahead of those contemporary nations of those times. And in recent times, when I did my research, I found that this is a state which produces more rice than the United States of America. It's a state which produces more coal than UK and Spain put together. It produces aluminium, which is more than France. The rail connection, which is basically transport, is larger than Australia. It produces more graduates than Singapore. And its death rate is same as Japan. Now there are more data and more information which we could collect. However, that led to a conclusion that a state or a nation which is rich in heritage, rich in culture, rich in talent, rich in your minerals, and a state which is third in the investment. It has about $70 billion investment in the last few years, which is about third compared to other Indian states. A clean governance. So with those views in mind, I started writing this book, And the book is here, and the book is on positivity, the book is on communication, the book is on branding, and the book is primarily to develop pride in the people of the state for their own state. That's the book, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much.
The author, who may come from you, ladies and gentlemen, very distinctly. Great round of applause for them. You guys have bigger things to